What is up everyone, Marches back here. Today I'll be doing the video that a lot of you have been requesting. I'll be comparing the Harden Volume 1, 2, and 3. A lot of you have been asking if there's a big difference between the Volume 3 and Volume 2s, if they will weight up, because the Volume 2 right now is I think on sale na. It's worth buying the Volume 3s instead of the Volume 2s. But before we start, I would just like to remind you again, if you haven't joined the raffle or if you are new to this channel, you can join the raffle. I'll put the link in the description down below and hopefully you'll win. So let's compare the volumes 1, 2, and 3. So let's start off with the upper. Generally, the upper for volumes 1, 2, and 3 are mesh except for the volume 1s because some colorways of the volume 1s like the I'ma Be a Star colorway is prime knit. The upper support on 3 shoes are almost equal. I like them all very supportive and very structured, but I think the main difference is this one is a bit more minimal. The volume 2 is the most layered among the 3 shoes. This is close to the volume 1 except for the toe cap here. They just switch it up with a strap, which is pretty good too. It lessens the weight. So overall, I think if you want a more minimal upper, volume 3 is the way to go. Then volume 1, then the volume 2 is the most complex upper of them all. So further discussing the support of the shoe, going to the heel part of the shoe. Heel lockdown on the volume 3s is the best among the 3 shoes. Next is I think the volume 2s, and last is the volume 1s. Because I think in the volume 1s, there's a bigger room for your foot to move here because it's a bigger opening. Sometimes even if you lace them up tightly, you don't feel your foot going out of the shoe, but you can feel your foot a bit wiggling, especially if you have a normal to narrow foot. You can feel that. So the lockdown on the volume 3s is the best, then volume 2s, then volume 1s. The easiest sneaker you can put your foot in is the volume 3s. Next is the volume 1 because both of them have tongue. As for the volume 2s, as you know, it's a one booty upper, so it's a bit harder to put your foot in. The easiest sneaker to put your foot in, of course, is the volume 3s, then volume 1s, then volume 2s. What I like about the volume 3s is it's easy to lace up. Then next is the volume 1s, but I don't like the rounded laces on the volume 1s. When you play with the volume 1s, because of the rounded laces, it loosens faster comparing it with the volume 3s. That's a little gripe for me, a little detail that I observed, and I want you to know that really affects your performance. So when you're playing, you really don't want to relace your shoe over and over again. Moving on to the cushioning, the main difference on the cushion in the volume 3 among the 3 shoes is this one is the most uncaged boost. You can see here on the lateral and the medial side. And the next one is the volume 2s. It's a bit cage, but the volume 1's the most cage of them all. So which cushion setup you'll feel the most boost? Of course, the volume 3s. What makes this my favorite among the 3? The impact protection is the best. And on the 3 shoes, of course, all of them are very responsive and court feel is really awesome. But I really like the balance of the impact protection and responsiveness and court feel on the volume 3s. Now let's move on to the outsole of the 3 shoes. So the volume 3s has the biggest change, of course. Adidas went to a herringbone pattern, comparing it with the volume 1s and the volume 2s. Patterns on the volume 1s and the volume 2s are very similar. Those are like impact pattern of Harden's foot. And both volume 1 and volume 2s uses harder rubber. Comparing it with the rubber that you can find in the volume 3s, which is more minimal and more lightweight and softer and more flexible. I think the hardest rubber among the 3 is the volume 2s. That's why it's the heaviest among the 3 shoes. The rubber is really hard. The next is the volume 1's similar rubber. I think the main factor that made this the lightest is because of the rubber that they use on the outsole. It's way softer, way more flexible and lighter. As for the traction, all 3 shoes have excellent traction on a clean court, but what makes the volume 3 stand out is on a moist court, it can hold up better compared to the 2 because of the soft rubber that you can find here. And that's speaking based on my experience. On a moist court on the volume 1s and 2s, not gripping, I was slipping. But on the volume 3s, on the moist court that I played recently, it rained here in Manila. My volume 3s was gripping and even producing the squeaky sound. So I'm really impressed with the traction of the volume 3s. But for outdoor use, sadly, I wouldn't recommend the volume 3s because it uses soft rubber. If you're looking for an outdoor hoop shoe, the volume 1s and the volume 2s are safe for outdoor use. As for the sizing of the 3 shoes, go half a size down. I have the same sizes on all 3 shoes. The best fit for me is the volume 3s and the volume 2s. Then the last is the volume 1s. So as for the pricing on the shoe, it's 140 US. The volume 2s and the volume 1s are on sale now. So which shoe would I recommend? I will say that the volume 3 has a slight advantage among the 3 shoes. They combine the volume 1s and the volume 2s and improve a lot, especially on the impact protection and also the weight of the shoe. So if you have the budget or you can wait out and save a bit more, I would suggest to get the volume 3s because it's the improved version of both volume 1s and 2s. So kudos to Adidas for making the volume 3s the best version of Harden SIG shoe. Good job. I hope I helped you guys out in choosing between the 1, 2, or 3s. Let me know what you think, or if you have any more questions, leave me a comment down below. Thank you again for watching my video. I appreciate it. This has been Marches, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.